Back there, sure.
The diversion tonight is, wanted to just briefly set this up. In 2007, we started the VIC. That's when we incorporated as a 501c3 nonprofit. And that was a result of me traveling around the world in my younger days, and then got married with 4 kids and settled in downtown Valparaiso. So needed a cultural outlet to kind of explore other countries, have my kids grow up with other languages and other cultures and other people, and introduce folks like you to people from other countries. So the VIC was born in 2007, and the very first person that I asked to join in what has become the Valparaiso International Center was a gentleman that's here tonight, and so we wanted to acknowledge him. So he was the first person I asked, and it ended up being, of course, the right person and the best person for that. He was the retired, not at the time, but now, retired International Studies Director at Valparaiso University for almost 2.5 decades. He was in charge of all international students coming into Valpo, all American students going to other programs around the world. He was the head of scholars, anything international, he was the one. He's a legend on campus, has a scholarship that he endowed for international students. And so I would see him over the years at homecoming and the like, and once we moved to Valparaiso, we became friends. And wouldn't you know, he joined in, first person, almost the first day, and has stuck with it all the way till now. So he and his wife Sandy have kind of retired from public life in a way, downsized into the Pines Village, and their daughter Molly lives in Chicago. But this is his last community kind of service-oriented group. He was involved with dozens of various organizations over the years, and he's not liking me harping on him. He wanted this super low-key. But anyway, he was retired president just, I think, in the last month or two of the Valparaiso University Retirees Group. And he's been chair of our board for many years, longtime board member, and so I appreciate that board members, Emeritus Meenakshi Guman is here to recognize him. Let's see, Ron said he was coming, but I don't see him. But we wanted to make sure that he was recognized publicly. He didn't want anything. We're going to recognize him privately at his final board meeting in June. But anyway, Hugh McGuigan is integral to everything that the VIC stands for and all of our successes. So we really appreciate his service throughout the years, and he and Sandy being members of our community. So please help me acknowledge Hugh McGuigan. You want to say something? No.
Thank you, Dwayne, for your kind words. It's been a pleasure, and as I told Dwayne, I will continue to attend things as time allows.
All right. Yeah, he has been almost as many Fourth Fridays as I have from over the years. So, and he promises to keep coming. But thank you so much, Hugh, and we'll see you at the board meeting. Right? Okay. Final board meeting. Speaking of Fourth Fridays, normally we don't take a break throughout the year, except when it conflicts with Thanksgiving. And then don't do December, and we don't do the month of the World Cultural Festival. But little news is that in June, we won't have one. Kevin, who's our board member back there in the sound, he's going to be in the Philippines, poor guy. I'm going to be in Sweden, and poor guy, yes, thank you. Hey, I haven't been overseas in a long time, so I'm very much looking forward to this. My daughter, Giovanna, is at Lund University, just outside of Copenhagen, Denmark. She's been there for 2 years. My wife went and visited her last month for a couple of weeks and really enjoyed it. My turn in a couple of weeks, and I'll go pick her up and bring her home. And not that we don't trust that she's been going to school and doing all this, but it's just best that I check up on this situation, right? So I'm going to do that. What's that?
Is there a guy coming with her?
I don't think so. I'm not aware of any Swedish males returning. Yes, right. So, but it was interesting that we did a presentation on Sweden the month before she went there. So it was perfect timing. So. And maybe she'll give a presentation when she gets back on it at some point. So anyway, so we're taking that quick break, and we'll be back in July, okay? So on to the show. Rosa from El Salvador, I met her at the World Cultural Festival last year. She and her husband James are new to Valparaiso, only been here for about a year. So a month or two after they moved in, they went to the World Cultural Festival, and we've been waiting for her to return and give this presentation to you guys ever since. They both live in Valparaiso, but both of them work at different jobs in Rensselaer. And if you read her bio, I could barely understand any of it. I mean, just because she's too academic and much smarter than I, apparently. So I'm hoping that she's going to explain what she does and what her background is, because it's fascinating. I would like to point out that James, her husband, is from St. Louis, and you may know that that's where I am from. If Chicago Cub and Chicago Blackhawk fans could exit, please. We could get on with the show, right? Yeah, okay.
No, I'm staying. Too bad.
Uh-oh, we have a rowdy crowd. There's pushback.
I'll see you after the presentation.
Oh? No.
Outside.
Okay. There you go. So, no, we welcome all Cubs and Blackhawks fans. Don't worry. Go White Sox. So, all right. So, yes. So, Rosa is going to tell us about the sights and sounds and smells of El Salvador. And for folks who are here for the first time, know that we save questions towards the end. So I'll moderate that, and you'll have a chance to ask any questions that you like, and then we'll get some tables and chairs around, and you'll have some El Salvadoran or Salvadoran food and drink afterwards and socialize. We invite you to stick around for that. So thank you very much for coming, and please welcome Rosa and James.
I'm Rosa, I am from El Salvador, and I'm going to present my country. Yeah. Well, El Salvador is known as the volcano land. We have more than 15 volcanoes, but 10 still active. Wow. So yeah, and yeah, we are located here, the smallest country in America. Yeah, we connect with the Pacific Ocean, and yeah. El Salvador, officially, the Republic of El Salvador is the smallest and most densely populated country in Central America, known as the land of volcanoes, and is located between North and South America, covering approximately 20,041 kilometers. I'm not saying kilometers? Okay. Well, yeah, here is El Salvador. And Guatemala, I think you guys have a presentation already from Guatemala, so yeah, he is my neighbor. Yeah, there's Mexico, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panamá, Colombia. And our capital is San Salvador. I am from Sonsonate, in a small town called Nahuizalco, where I grew up for 17 years of my life, and after that I moved to Honduras to study. So yeah. About San Salvador, we have the National Palace. Is a beautiful place because there we have many presentations about our culture, like singers, dancers, and different programs to expand the art in El Salvador. Oh, can you go back? I want to speak that. Be nice. Oh, this is our new library, Be Nice Library, and it's beautiful. I haven't seen it yet because I have been in United States for almost 4 years and I have not been able to come back yet. So yeah, this is new and I'm very excited to see this place. And this is the church, Metropolitan Cathedral in San Salvador. About our language and culture. Spanish is the official language with some indigenous language like Nahuatl, still spoken Salvadorian. And Salvadorian culture is a rich blend of indigenous tradition, Spanish colonial story, and modern Latin American influence, emphasizing family and community. Well, where I am from, some people still speaking Nahuatl, but it's not many people. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of our native language. My grandma, she used to speak Nahuatl, but unfortunately I never learned the language. But we still speaking some words like bowl, we say wakal, and many words that we don't recognize now come from the Nahuatl language. And this is a study where they made a sense about what other language in El Salvador they speak. And yeah, and surprising, English is, a lot of people is trying to learn and be able to communicate, to have more opportunities in the country and outside the country. About the history of El Salvador, I don't know if someone here before have heard about El Salvador. Yeah. So yeah, in the early history before the Spanish arrived, El Salvador was home to indigenous groups as Nahuatl, Lenca, Maya, Chorqui, Cacopera. Those four were more prominent, but were more different indigenous tribes in El Salvador. During the Spain colonization, Spain conquered the territory in 1900s. El Salvador became part of the Captaincy General of Guatemala under the Spanish rule. Indigenous people lost land and were forced to work for Spanish colonizers. And our independence was in 1821 when El Salvador became and joined the Federal Republic of Central America, and El Salvador officially became independent country in 1941. About, well, in El Salvador, or product is the coffee. And we export a lot of coffee here to US. We have beautiful mountains where the coffee is grown. I don't know if you can speak.
Every time you get close to any of the mountains, you are surrounded by coffee plants. It is definitely their number one export is coffee. It's all over down there, and it is delicious.
They export a lot of coffee from El Salvador. Everywhere you go, you are surrounded by coffee plants.
Yeah, and it smells so delicious.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And well, coffee economy and social inequality. During the 1800s, coffee became the country's most important export, and wealthy landlords gained power while many poor farmers lost their land. This created a strong social inequality and poverty. And in the 1932 indigenous massacre, La Matanza, many farmers and indigenous people protested against poverty and unfair treatment. The uprising was led in part by communism leader Farabundo Martin, and the government, led by General Maximiliano Hernandez Martinez, violently stopped the rebellion. Around 10,000, 30,000 people, mostly indigenous people, were killed. That involved kids, mothers, and fathers. So this is in 1933 is when most of my indigenous people died. Unfortunately, this is when we lost all our culture and everything, our language. And yeah, in the Civil War, consequences of the La Matanza in 1932, always is consequences of actions, unfortunately. So we had the Civil War, and El Salvador experienced a civil war between the government and La Guerrilla, groups known as the FMLN. The war was caused by poverty, inequality, political repression, and human rights abuse. More than 75,000 people died during the conflict. Thousands of Salvadorans migrated to other countries, especially in the United States. The war officially ended with the peace accords signed in 1992. And yeah, this is when a lot of Salvadorians, we start immigrating to the United States. And now El Salvador is known for its rich culture, hardworking people, beautiful beaches, and growing tourism. The country has changed significantly in recent years with improvements in security and infrastructure.
During the Civil War era of El Salvador, there was a mass exodus of people from El Salvador to the United States. Now that there is a lot more peace in El Salvador, there's a lot of El Salvadorans going back to El Salvador to go home and see their family that they haven't seen. El Salvadorans going back to El Salvador to go home and see their family that they haven't seen in 30, 40 years.
Yeah. So yeah, this is what I was speaking about. The most predominant indigenous was Nahuatl, Lenca, Maya, Shorty, Cacopera. Where I am come from, we used to speak Nahuatl Pipil. And yeah, because I live here, the Lencas were here, Cacopera, Maya Shorty, Alacula, and Maya Pucomán, Mixe, and Cinca. So we're different indigenous speaking their own language, but unfortunately we lost all these in 1932. And we just have some people that still speak it, but just Nahuatl. And now we cycle. And my hometown, we still celebrating a lot indigenous traditions, like this, what is the name? La Cofradia. We call it La Cofradia, and we celebrate, we recreate the war, but as a dance, like to represent what happened in La Matanza. This was the traditional dress.
Traditional dress.
The traditional dress in El Salvador that is beautiful, and we still using huaraches. In my town, we have something called el mercadito nocturno, and a lot of people, for example, put bells during the night. They sell food until 2 or 1 a.m. And hence people at this hour are going to El Mercadito and buy some food, and it's very cheap food, so it's affordable for everyone. And part of El Salvador, and what my grandma used to do is make canastas how do I say it?
Baskets.
Yeah, baskets. This is baskets and furniture is big part of what we do. Yeah, my family you have.
Her uncles and cousins build furniture and a little wood shop on the corner of a highway that the size of the furniture does not look like it should be coming out of that size of the wood shop. It's a tiny little wood shop, and they put together big, beautiful, massive doors, dining room table sets, big wooden benches that look like church pews and stuff. They do amazing work.
Yeah. So yeah, Nahuatl, a historic town in Cincinnati, is renowned for its indigenous heritage, artisan markets, and traditional food. It features a unique night market illuminated by candles and is famous for handmade craft. And here we have our food. This is like atole de elote, is corn atole.
It's like a cream corn soup kind of thing. That's the only way I know to explain it.
Yeah.
It's like cream corn. Delicious.
And this is queso fresco with loroco and empanadas de leche. This is what I'm going to share with you, so you can try some of that. It's so delicious. Tamales, pupusas. Well, I don't know if have you heard about the pupusas. I heard that you already tried it. So delicious. So yeah, it's from El Salvador, but I want to show you because I already know that you know the pupusas. I bring something else called pastelito de pollo. So yeah, this is the empanada de leche y pastelitos. We have pastelitos de carne, and like it's meat pastelitos and chicken pastelitos. Tres leches, quesadilla, nuegados, and atole de elote. And about our music and dance. Now, it's cumbia, marimba. I don't know if you heard the music that was marimba. Is like an instrument that you, yeah, it's an instrument that you.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
Yeah, it's like a xylophone.
Yeah, it's like a xylophone.
Yeah, it's like a xylophone. And yeah, marimba, folklore music, modern, and now the modern genres is like reggaeton, pop, salsa, and yeah.
And those are the traditional dresses that they wear when they do their traditional dances.
And yeah, we are very passionate about soccer. Yeah, we love soccer. Now beach soccer is getting more exposure because yeah, you know, we have a beautiful beaches. So what? Yeah, we just start participating in beach soccer leagues and yeah, and surfing. Unfortunately, I am very scared about the ocean, but yeah, many people practice surfing and yeah. About the places that you should visit. Yeah, this is Huayua, called La Ruta de las Flores. It's like the flower road.
Yeah.
And it's many, like 5 little villages that each one has something rich to show, like flora, fauna, and yeah, this is Huayua. They have delicious food. They have a festival every Sunday that they make food, traditional food, and they sell it to everyone. And everybody, the Sundays, the families in El Salvador go out and eat in the small little towns. So you see a lot of people on Sunday going to eat some pupusas, so everything. Yeah.
Her mother has a boutique in
Yeah.
Huayua.
My mother has a boutique in that place.
And it's right next to that
That church.
church. Santa Ana?
No, this is Cristo Negro, Black Jesus.
The Black Jesus.
Yeah.
It is a wood carving of Jesus that is stained very dark.
Yeah.
Black Jesus. But right next to that church is her mother's boutique, and catty corner across from that is the park where all of the vendors set up. So whenever I was in El Salvador, we got to go to that park a lot, and it is amazing the diversity of food because of their proximity to the Pacific Ocean. There is so much seafood. They have amazing steaks. It was awesome for all of that to be going on right in the middle of the park. It's really cool to see down there the difference in community, the way that they get together on the weekends and put all the vendors on display.
And this is a taco. Like you see, we have a lot of cerros, like mountains and volcanoes, so it's a beautiful view. I really love to go there. In the mornings, you can listen to the birds, but beautiful, and the sunsets, everything is a beautiful place to go. And this is the waterfalls, and many people go there to, now they made pools close to the waterfalls. Well, yeah, waterfalls, and yeah. This is Lago de Coatepeque. Isn't a season that this lake turned turquoise. Turquoise? How do you say turquoise?
Turquoise.
Turquoise, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm still. Yeah, turquoise. So yeah, and this is El Boquerón volcano. Like I said, we have 20 volcanoes, and each one is very close to each other.
In every direction you go, there is a volcano in El Salvador.
Yeah.
It is, it's where a lot of seismology studies
Yeah,
are
we
done.
have a lot little airports
A lot of little
every
earthquakes.
day, like
Their
small
airport
ones.
is designed to absorb earthquakes. We were
Yeah.
sitting in the airport waiting for my flight to go back to the U.S. and everybody in the airport is shaking around and nobody freaked out. Everybody was like, it's another earthquake. I was scared. They were like, yeah, it happens. So that's how normal earthquakes are there. They're constantly happening.
Yeah, we have.
Is that snow in the mountains?
No, it's the
Clouds.
Clouds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish
It
we
makes
could
more
have
sense.
snow.
That's what I know.
So yeah, this is the Mayan ruins Joya de Serén. It's known as the Pompeii of the Americas because it's the same situation that happened in Pompeii. A volcano exploded and a lot of people died, but with the time we recognize these.
They preserved the ancient ruins.
Yes. And this is Cerro Verde. It's like a mountain. Here is the mountain and here is the volcano. And you can see the volcano from the mountain and it's beautiful. And this is Surf City. And it's like how can I explain what Surf City is?
I think it's a city that likes surfing.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot. Well, many people speak English there, so
Yes,
yeah.
when we went to Surf City,
Mhm.
there was a lot of tourists there,
Yeah.
a lot of people, and
And they-
the
yeah.
full wetsuits for the going out and surfing and everything. We saw a whole bunch of people riding around. I am also scared of the ocean, too, so
Yeah.
I really want to surf, but I just respect the ocean too much for it.
So yeah, we have a lot American culture coming to South City. So yeah, it's beautiful. And about the economy of El Salvador, like I say, the main sectors are agriculture, manufacturing, service, and tourism. We use the US dollar too. We got dollars in 2001.
2001.
In 2001, we have the dollar as a currency, and we import textiles, coffee, sugar, seafood, and we're still growing with technology because now we have many call centers, and this is why many people from my age is learning English to be able to have a job in the call center. So yeah, we for coffee, sugar, textile, clothing, from seafood, medical devices, plastic products, and tropical. And about our government, he's our president, Nayib Bukele, and we operate. He operates as a democratic republic, country.
The country of El Salvador operates as a democratic
Yeah.
republic.
Exactly. And yeah, we have the governor by President Legislative Assembly and Supreme Court, current focus on security, economy, growth, and tourism and technology. So yeah, this is our national symbol of El Salvador, and our national flower is Flor de Isote, and this is our national bird, is the toro gos, and the national tree is the maquilispa. And it's beautiful because it turns white and pink, so it's beautiful. We really love the maquilispa. So this is how we celebrate the Independence Day. We celebrate annually on September 15th. It's a big national holiday. Festivities include parades, traditional dances, lively marching bands, and spectacular fireworks displays. We love fireworks. We celebrate fireworks for everything. So
And everything. There's fireworks for christening. There's
yeah.
fireworks for everything. Everything. I love it, but it is almost comical how much they use fireworks in
Yeah,
everyday normal
we
celebrations. Somebody's birthday, get out the fireworks.
My parents celebrate a lot with fireworks too. And yeah, many people go and dance in the streets, and yeah, many schools, they prepare during the year this celebration, and they show our national dances and traditions. We try to let's say, like show what we have, yeah, what we have. And interesting facts about El Salvador: the first Central American country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. I think that was in 2021. Yeah, and home to the world-class surfing beaches. For that reason, I'm scared of the ocean because I grew. And when I used to go to the ocean, it always was big waves that I was like, yeah, I prefer to stay away from that. So yeah, Joya de Serén, known as the Pompeii of the Americas, and El Salvador abroad significantly contribute to the economy of remittance. So yeah, like I said, many people is living here in the US, and they still being part of the economy of El Salvador, and increasingly popular as a tourist destination in recent years. And other thing is El Salvador longevity
Longevity?
distance is 33
Oh, the
times.
size of it.
The size of El Salvador is 33. No. How can I say?
33 times smaller than the state of Texas.
Yeah, so you can put, yeah, so that's small it is, yeah.
I believe I read somewhere that it was approximately the size of Massachusetts. The entire
So,
country.
yeah, so we are very small country. So, yeah. El Salvador is a small country with a rich culture, beautiful landscapes, delicious food, and resilient people. It seamlessly combines indigenous heritage with modern development and strong traditions, boasting a proud history and welcome hospitality. So yeah, this is about El Salvador, and thank you so much.
So before we get into question and answers, let's hear your personal story
Yes,
of
I can
how
hear
you
about it.
came about here and
Yeah.
your job and all that.
Okay. Yeah, well, I moved from El Salvador in 2019. In January 2019, I moved to Honduras to study in Samara University because I wanted to work in agriculture. I grew up with my father in a farm, so we love cows and grow corn and everything. So I wanted to learn more about that. So I moved to Honduras. I lived there for 4 years, and I heard about different opportunities in US through the Ohio State program, top Ohio State program. So yeah, well, my English was so bad. I used to not speak English at all. I'm still trying, So by that time it was 0. So yeah, so I tried everything. I don't lose anything trying. I applied and I got an interview. I studied really hard to be able to get a visa and everything. So I got matched with Hecure Genetics to work in big genetics in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where I met my husband. So yeah, I was not only in, well, I got my visa. And I was so happy because I'm a first gen in everything because my parents, they went on to 9th grade and were not able to study more and everything. So very hardworking people. So they were giving me a chance to be able to study. So my 4 years I got scholarships and that was the only way to, to have something better because my parents really tried about that. So yeah, I got matched and I was so happy, but I never traveled in a plane before. So I was so scared because, people hear about airplanes and everything. I was so scared and nobody to show me, So yeah, I came to US in August 2022 for an internship of 3 months. So yeah, I want to tell about the story in the airport here in US. Can you explain it for me? It's because I get excited
So
about
there
it.
is a fried chicken restaurant chain in El Salvador called Pollo Campero. It is iconic for El Salvador. It is delicious fried chicken. There is one in Chicago. We checked it out.
It's a
But the first time that she came to, was it Miami, where you
Miami.
had to
Yeah.
find your next plane?
Yeah.
She didn't understand a whole lot of English, but she knew a Pollo Campero bag when she saw it.
Yeah.
And she just followed the other El Salvadorans
They were with the
Pollo
pasta.
Campero bags because
So, yeah.
Pollo Campero bags are so iconic for
Yeah.
their culture and their country that she knew if I just follow the bags, I'll be fine. They'll take care of me. They're other El Salvadorans.
Yeah, so yeah, I follow all the people that had Pollo Campero bags and it was an international airport. So I saw people from US entering in the US side and I was like, no, I don't think I have to go there. I think I have to stay in these other lines. And yeah, this is how I finished ending in Columbus, Ohio to go to my program. Yeah, I don't know how, but God take care of me by that time because I came alone with no students. And they were supposed to send other intern with me, but unfortunately the other intern was not able to come because his visa was not approved. So yeah, I was alone. I moved to Mount Vernon, Illinois, and I was living alone there. The company, they gave me a car and apartment, so I was living there. So every Friday I used to choose a restaurant. So, I can meet people and everything. And this is how I met my husband in Applebee's.
She would choose a different restaurant in Mount Vernon, Illinois every Friday
Mhm.
and go eat at that restaurant and sit on a video call with her parents and talk to her parents. I saw her at Applebee's. Me and a couple of my friends were at Applebee's and we saw her sitting over there and I wanted to go talk to her. So I waited until she hung up the phone, went over and said, "Hey, would you like to come sit with me and my friends? You're sitting over here by yourself."
Yeah.
Looking back now, I don't know how much she understood of me asking her. I think it was more just like, we look like we're the same age, I'll come see what you're talking about. And I was like, sit. She sat down, and after that, we went to a pumpkin patch, and my mom called and said that they were going to dinner over at my sister's house, and I asked her if she wanted to go to dinner over at my sister's house.
He said yes too.
And
Yeah,
she was
my
introduced to meatloaf that night.
So yeah, my parents told me don't speak with strangers. That's the first thing. So yeah, well, I finished my program. I came back to El Salvador for 1 year from 2020, January 2023 to December
I think it
2023.
was January to January.
Yeah.
January 2023 to January 2024, I think it was.
So yeah, I came here with a student visa to study in SIU, and yeah, we were with James like 1 year.
During that 1 year from January 2023 to January 2024, I went to El Salvador 3 different times. The second time that I went, I proposed to her.
Yeah.
The third time that I went, my parents went with us and we got married. It was
Yeah.
a beautiful ceremony, and it was.
Yeah, where
Yeah, there was fireworks, of course. Yes, of course, there's fireworks. There's a celebration. A celebration with fireworks.
So, yeah.
Fireworks and everything.
Yeah. So yes, I was working in El Salvador, always in genetics, and yeah, I came here and I started doing my process and everything for our residency, and yeah, everything. Now I'm working in a company that do research for xenotransplantation. That is, we grow pigs for how can I say, like grow organs
They-
for organ recipients.
Yeah,
And I take care of those models.
They grow pigs with the intent to transplant the organs of that pig into human beings.
So yeah, I'm taking care of those models, and yeah, we do many studies with them. And yeah, this is what I do for work. So yeah, and I just got my green card the last Friday, so now I use the I need to come back to my country to see my family because it has been very long. Different stories that need to tell them that happened here in US. But yeah, it's a beautiful country. I always have been welcome in this country. So yeah, I'm very happy to stay here and share these anecdotes with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, I want to mention that when I spoke to Rosa like
Yeah.
3 weeks ago,
Yes.
she told me she was hopeful to get her green card, but you never know.
Yeah.
And so that is a big day. Then 1 week ago, yesterday, to get that green card. So congrats on that. So just want to also mention this is a holiday weekend, so a lot of regulars told me they would not be in attendance, and just want to let you know that this is being recorded. It will be posted on our website probably by Monday at Valpovic, V-I-C, valpovic.org. So you can see dozens of other countries posted there on videos. So tengo una sorpresa para
¿de
usted.
verdad?
Sí. So we always like to have our audience hear languages, and you're going to get on the camera. Remember, we don't have that one there. You're going to follow the camera, or you're going to follow me, right?
Doesn't look very good, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, no, we have, normally we would like someone who is authentic to be speaking the native language of the person. So, we have a Salvadoran who you don't even know in the audience, Sebastian. So, let's hear it.
Hi. My name's Sebastian. I moved here 3 years ago. I'm originally from San Salvador, aquí en Cucatlán. I came here to study cybersecurity. I ended up joining the Army, and now I'm trying to finish out my contract and just provide for my family over here. I have no family here. I'm actually the only person that came here, so I can sympathize with you with that. Pero una pregunta, ¿y eso qué es la cosa que más extraña de
El Salvador, I miss my family.
¿Tu familia?
Yes. Yes, I miss mi familia, extraño mi familia. Mi hermana tuvo 2 bebés que no los conozco todavía.
Entonces tienen 2 sobrinos para ir a
Sí,
conocer.
tengo 2 sobrinitos para ir a conocer. Sí, la comida, por supuesto.
Definitivamente,
Sí,
cuando dijiste que traíste
sí.
pastelitos de pollo,
Ajá.
Dios mío,
Tengo
la
que
comida
probar
se
esos
va.
pastelitos de pollo.
Me tienes que enseñar que yo es lo único que no aprendí a cocinar.
¿Sí?
Pupusas,
Ya, sí, es cierto.
elote,
Ajá.
todo, pero menos eso.
Oh.
Lo único que no sé hacer.
Sí, yo tampoco puedo cocinar.
No me
Yo
digas.
lo compré.
You're just talking about food.
So, in case anyone
Ah, y
didn't
empanadas
catch
de
that, I'm sure most of you caught everything, but the main thing was, he was surprised, they always teach us when we leave, be careful when you go to the Midwest, because the guys tend to pick up girls at fast casual restaurants. Apparently listen. So, yeah. So that is really fantastic. So, isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy because in both países. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, and maybe not Rensselaer, nowhere.
No, I
Wow.
haven't yet.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So Sebastian probably understood the remittances part.
Yeah.
In a lot of countries, it's really amazing when you earn a living here, oftentimes they'll support full families back home. And that's amazing. So when you said you're providing for your family, that's not here.
Yeah, can I add a little bit more to that to the
Sure.
remittances? So you all get the idea, right? The poorest person in America can survive with about 10, 20 bucks a day, correct? We can look at statistics, don't quote me on the number, but in El Salvador, the poorest person survives with just $1 a day. Food is mostly based on beans, rice, and whatever other bulk products you can buy, and that's if you can afford it. Salvadorans are incredibly resilient people, and we live off the land. That's why we're a very big agricultural country. So to come to the United States and make minimum wage, which if for Indiana, I think it's like $7.50. You know, $7.50 in a month. That's more than what the average Salvadoran makes. You make about $300 a month in El Salvador.
Yeah.
And
And they discount you a lot of that $300. That's Social Security and taxes in El Salvador. Yeah. So yes.
Correct. Like
You
the
can.
average politician makes $5,000, and for that, some people that's unheard of money. Bankers make like $1,000, and that's again like for you guys, you're like, wow.
Monthly or
And it-
yearly?
Monthly.
Monthly.
Making a $60,000 salary in El Salvador, it's considered that you're a very well-off person.
Yeah. Amen.
So pretty amazing. So hopefully he can fill in a little bit about the food when we get to that part too. But I'm happy that you guys are going to hang out here. Okay. We're going to have some question and answers now because fireworks are scheduled for 8:25 or when we turn the lights off. One of the two. So let's start back. Okay. Just raise your hand for me. I'll come around and okay. I'll come around with the mic and ask the question.
You know, when Sebastian walked in, I looked at him and I said, "That's a military guy." But in any case, my question is, what is the total population of El Salvador, and what is the population of the national capital?
Well,
You got it?
no.
Sorry,
We're overpopulated. Yeah.
so. I don't want to like take her thunder. That's
No, come here with me.
So the average Salvadoran population is about 6 million people, and that's discounting the people that are actually outside of El Salvador. I met Salvadorans in Prague. I'm not even kidding. Don't even ask me how. It was one of the one times I was in Europe, and he just happened to have a football jersey. So there's about 6 million in country, about 9 million abroad.
We're overpopulated to be in this little land. Yeah. So yeah.
And the population of the capital?
Oh, capital? Oh,
333,000.
333 something.
Yep.
Thank you.
My question is for James. How about you with the language? Did you learn the language pretty soon, or did you know something before?
I I took a Spanish class in high school. I was at about 1
But
year of
there's different
Spanish,
kinds of
and
Spanish.
then I understand quite a bit. I work at a bank. I speak Spanish with my customers at the bank quite often. It's kind of funny that I've learned more about speaking Spanish in the bank than I have casual conversation.
So you, when you first met her, you talked to her in Spanish?
No, I spoke to her in English. I understood just enough to know when she was angry at me. That was about it.
You didn't understand when she said, "I love you"?
Yes, of course.
With lots and lots of passion. Speaking of learning the language, I'm sorry that Sebastian's a little difficult to understand. He's still learning the language. It's a little bit embarrassing, really, if you think about it, Sebastian. But pretty unbelievable, right?
I heard Sebastian, you were talking, I thought, personally, really fast. How would you compare yourself to the Cubans?
So
Slow.
my dad's Puerto Rican, so I already speak at like 3,000 miles per second. So also I get nervous when I get in stages, so I also speak fast because of that. But I'd say the Cubans beat me by a metric, a big metric.
Did we have something going on? Oh, you're asking a question.
I have a question for you.
She wants to know what food to serve.
This is a diversion for Hugh. Hugh, you won't remember me, but years ago I taught social studies in Portage, and I would often call you. I probably became a pest at some point, and talking to you about trying to get some international students to come into my classes to talk. I might have even asked you some questions about citizenship and what it would take for them to gain that. So it's nice to see you. Like I said, I'm sure you don't remember me, but anyway, I want to say hi. And now, Rosa, for you. It says up there that El Salvador is considered a democratic republic. Is that, let's see, how should I word this? Is it a stable government at this point? Because when you say a democratic republic, that suggests that there are also elected representatives. Is that the way it really works today?
Sí, lo entendí. Everybody votes for the president and for the, how can you say, alcaldes?
Mayor.
So
Yeah.
every district has their own seats, just like here, and everybody gets voted in by popular vote. I think that's the biggest difference. It's not like here you vote for these for the general election, and then they vote a representative of what their district wants. Is every vote counts.
Okay, so considered very stable at this point, maybe more stable than we are here in this country.
Yeah. Heaven forbid, right?
No es así.
I'd say that compared to what it was in the 90s and 2000s, the country has gotten like very much better, especially because our biggest problem was crime. We're more of a, pretty much a stable country.
Sorry.
We don't have a president. Fun fact, we did have a president who got caught high and under the influence driving and crashed into a pole.
Yeah.
That was Presidente Mauricio Funes.
You remember him?
Yeah. And he was with his lawyer.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Also super proud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And by the way, Tom, I'm sorry, my thought was different. When he walked in, I thought, boy, he looks Salvadoran. Not a military guy.
It's the birthday.
Rosa, you talked about when El Salvador got its independence from Spain. did that happen amicably, or was there a war, or how did that happen?
Yeah, it was a war.
It was,
Yeah, it was a war and.
you fought for your independence?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we lost many of our culture, traditions. in the war.
Hi, Rosa and Sebastian. I have a question about the furniture. I was really intrigued by that. So, Meenakshi and I are going into business. What kind of, I'm assuming they're made from hardwoods?
Yeah.
So what kind of trees do they harvest for the furniture?
Cedro.
Cedar.
Cedar.
Oh, cedar, okay.
Cedar, pine, and some fruit.
Do they export any of it, or it all stays?
It's all local.
Yeah, local.
Yeah.
Yeah, the import tax on that's coming up.
Yes.
Thank you.
James, what did you find was similar and what did you find was different there, culturally speaking, for you?
Similarities. They are very family-centric in El Salvador. I believe it was Friday night. We went out every Friday night to the Central Park and Nawisalco, her home village. And everybody was in Central Park eating pupusas and chocolate-covered bananas, and everybody's kids out there, grandmas, grandpas, everybody got together Friday night, Saturday night in the middle of the town and enjoyed dinner together. And it reminded me a lot of whenever I was growing up, that you had weekly family dinners getting together with your grandparents and your aunts and uncles, and it was very family-centric, familiar for me. The difference is, their village is extremely populated. I come from a village near St. Louis of 300 people. Their village had 1,000, 1,200 people.
I'd like to point out the name of that village is actually Spanish Lake, and so we call that foreshadowing. So you didn't know it, but he grew up in Spanish Lake, and he met you all those years later. So, yes. 300.
Not Spanish Lake. Yeah, the actual proper township that I lived in was a tiny little spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spanish Lake is just the nearest easy explanation.
Better grieve good.
Hi, Rosa.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the visa.
Thank you.
It's really great. So I have a question for you. Do you have you traveled around the U.S. yet? And if so, where? And if not, where do you want to go?
Okay, I haven't. Well, yes, I have just been in Illinois, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio. Oh, I went to New York. I forgot about that. I went to New York and
Spanish Lake?
Spanish Lake, of course. St. Louis is a beautiful place. I'm in love with St. Louis. And what other
Iowa?
Iowa. It's a beautiful place too. I love corn. And yeah, now that I have my residency, I want to go to Colorado because I saw pictures about the mountains and like, you know, I come from mountains. I love mountains. I want to go to Montana, Idaho. So yeah, I want to go and visit and drink some coffee up there. Yeah.
If you want to feel at home with volcanoes, you can go to Hawaii.
Oh, I want to go to Hawaii.
Sebastian, how about you? Where have your travels taken you, if anywhere in the United States?
Well, I have a pretty extensive list. The military has taken me anywhere and everywhere where it could make me suffer in the woods. So I've been obviously here in Indiana. I've been to Virginia. I've also been to Kentucky. I was in Fort Knox, and it was pretty humid over there. It's like I never left home. I've also been to California. I've been to LA. I've been to New York too. And also in my bucket list is Oregon. I really want to go to see all the national parks. It's in big thing on my bucket list. And anywhere that it has mountains or a volcano, like, oh, Washington, Mount Rainier.
Yeah, I want to go there too.
Yeah. Anywhere like that that has nature, count me in. I'll grab a backpack and hike 12 miles round trip. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna also ask about the weather, so I assume it's tropical.
Yeah.
But with all the mountains, can you escape the heat?
Yes.
And is that what Salvadorans do?
Yeah.
So
The beach
you
and
either
the
go
mountain.
to the beach or you go up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Up on top of the Paso del Alaska.
That's what I like.
There's a restaurant up near the top of one of the mountains, and
Okay, cool.
you had to wear a light jacket. It was about 40, 50 degrees
Wow.
up there.
So it's tropical and humid,
very humid.
hot and humid. Okay, like how hot?
80 degrees.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. 80% humidity.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the highest I think it gets is like 90.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
So humid.
It hangs around the high 80s, low 90s at her home.
Okay.
Yeah. And we don't have air conditioning in my house, but hopefully I can work in my parents now. That's going
Just like St. Louis in the summer.
That's why she loves St. Louis. It's about that.
Yes.
But can you imagine 90 degrees, 80% humidity, no air conditioning, but they're happy.
Yeah.
But you're 30 minutes from the beach, right?
Yeah, I'm 30 minutes from the beach and 30 minutes from the mountain. I'm in the middle. I can decide where I want to go.
Excellent presentation. Just love the joy that you exude. I'm curious, I'd love to hear more about the relationship between the Salvadorians who live there and those who are living elsewhere. You said there was like 9 million outside of El Salvador?
Spread everywhere, like it's
Everywhere. And so are the people outside of the country, are they still able to vote and do things like that with the country?
Yes.
Okay.
Constitutionally, anybody that's born to a Salvadorian father or mother can vote, and they can vote in our national elections and anything that has to do with parliament or local elections. They just have to be registered and also prove their citizenship, and that's as easy as like, hey, here's my mom's or dad's certificate. I am their kid. Here's a test, and they're like, okay, cool, and you do the process, and now you have a.
Could I become your campaign manager?
Oh, yeah, sure. Whenever I decide to run.
Okay. I'm also interested in the mental health issues in your country, or health issues in general, but especially what sort of system do you have in place for helping those who run into emotional and psychiatric difficulties?
We don't have the culture of mental health awareness.
So I'll give, in my experience, I grew up with ADD, and my mom didn't know that I had ADD, and it was until I was like 12, 13 that I got diagnosed. And a lot of Salvadorians and a lot of Hispanic people in Hispanic culture, they decide to, ignore mental health or be like, oh, you're a man, you gotta toughen it out. So we don't really have the institutions for it. Like, they exist. I've met a lot of psychologists, Salvadorian psychologists, nice people, and they always give lectures, but that culture of like, hey, I need mental help is barely starting to become a thing. It's becoming a thing, but we didn't have it growing up. I don't know how it was for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In my case, I'm sorry. We had a lot in my town, in our cycle, we have a lot of international help. And I'm Catholic, so we used to have nuns from different countries coming to my town and do social work. So some of the nuns were physical therapists and psychologists. So in my case that was available and free, but that was for the kids. But for the adults, now it's not culture. Like in everywhere, and being aware that you need help is difficult sometimes. Like okay, I need help. So many people in El Salvador don't do that, and at the same time, like he said, the money, you prioritize your family than your mental health. So you can be bad, but I need this money for boy food. So I go into boy food, go to the psychologist. So yeah.
How expensive or inexpensive is it to travel in El Salvador?
Travel outside of
as a tourist?
It's
Oh, man.
expensive now.
Now it is.
Now it is expensive, and I think, I don't know. What do you guys
I think the best way I can put this into perspective, at least for us, is like pupusas. When we were growing up, it was like 25 cents. 50 cents, I'm like, oh, you're trying to rob me. But now it's like $1, $1.50. So that's not only inflation catching up to us, but that's like the hike up of tourist prices since we have a lot of tourists coming in. For the average tourist, I'd say like if you go to let's say a cafe bar, you get like a margarita and like something, you'll be like 15, 20 bucks, right? That's like not a lot for someone here, or like it's considered like normal. For us, that's like, wow, that's a lot of money. With $5, you can fit a whole family if we really put our heads together. So I would say for the average Salvadorian, it's getting a little bit expensive. It's definitely expensive, but for the tourist, it'll feel like you're buying stuff around here in Indiana or Chicago even. I would say it's somewhat affordable. Yep.
How about hotels?
Hotels?
Yeah.
Again, I would say depending on the season. But I would say Airbnb is the way to go. You'll find like beautiful houses. I know that me and my friends, we rented out an Airbnb in the volcanoes, and you have like a view to the whole city at night, and it was like $250 the night, and we stayed it for 4 nights, and that was because we got it in like a high season. We went in December.
But how many rooms there?
It was 6 rooms.
Well, then that is not expensive.
Yeah, but yeah, and like it was like very luxurious. They had like a pool, and like nothing beats the view. So it definitely was worth our money.
Did you say you had cyber currency and Bitcoin that were accepted there? How's that working out?
Well, it's working for the tourists, but not for Salvadorians. I don't know.
I would say that, yeah, it's more for the tourists than it is for the average Salvadorian.
We don't have access to
So it's not like the Salvadorians are, doing it with their local businesses and things like that? Or?
You'll see. You'll see it like in heavily touristy areas, but I would say in the local day-to-day, like if I go to a bakery, you probably won't.
Or is it more like a trading haven, where these large corporations can use the country as a trading post?
I would say it's
I know that's going on in some of the islands and stuff like that.
I would say it's like that. Like the point of Bitcoin, right? I don't want to get technical, but like the first point of Bitcoin was to be an untraceable currency. Then it came into being a way for people that had a lot of money to launder to put it through and actually be able to use the money feasibly without getting the IRS or any other entity to go for them. By making Bitcoin legal tender, it kind of opened that haven for people to have vast amounts of wealth to come into the country and pour that money in. It's bad, however you see it ethically, because it's blood money. But when you see it in the bigger picture, having all this money in is not only like improving infrastructure and bringing like a lot of like untapped money that is pretty much not being used for anything else. It's now being channeled into the social programs and social welfare, and also, obviously, like every other government, it's probably lining someone's pockets. But you know what? At least I can tell you, I went to El Salvador over a year ago, and I can see that it has changed a lot. It's way safer. There was a time where I couldn't even walk in the street because like there was probably going to be a white van that was going to pull up and try to kidnap me. And I'm not trying to be funny, well, kind of funny, but it was like that. It was very dangerous. Now you can have fun, you can live life, and you can most especially hope and dream that your kids have a better future, and now they can accomplish it.
One more quick question. What's your relationship like with the rest of the other countries that surround you? Is there any tensions, or is everybody happy
with United
with
States?
each other?
No, with Central
Oh, no, it's good.
It's just like camaraderie, I'd say. You know, like we like poke fun at each other, then someone that's not part of a little group comes by and they're like, haha, and they're like, why are you laughing? Like, you know, it's like, this and us.
Yeah, we fight with Guatemala for the pulses.
Oh yeah, that's one. And
Yeah.
then, oh yeah,
The Honduras war.
we had a war called the Soccer War that was in the 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that happened socially, culturally before that, but
Yeah.
basically
that was
made
the last thing.
yeah, the thing that made it blow up was that there was a soccer match, and then they decided to like, hey, we won. It's like, no, we won. And it's like, you know what?
We're gonna start a war.
Yeah, we're gonna start a war, and we're gonna blow up a couple bridges. And
So Guatemalans are Chapinas and Costa Ricans are Ticos, and what are you guys?
Oh, Guaracos. I also heard Salvis.
Yes, Salvis.
Salvis.
I like that one better.
Yeah.
Sandis?
Salvis. So just like shortening the first part of Salvadorian.
Yeah.
The war you referred to was actually called the Soccer War, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really.
Oh, by the way, I heard you say that that Airbnb was in a volcano.
Well,
so
I mean,
$250 to be in the volcano, I think is a little pricey.
Sorry, like ESL. I mean, like it's on top. It's like on the surrounding area, like
La
falda. It's
La
it's
falda,
it's in la falda. Yeah.
You may have mentioned this before, is what state in the United States would you find most Salvadorians living?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I was actually surprised about that too when I heard about it.
And how about other countries? So after the 80s, early 80s, the Exodus, did most of them come to the United States or most went to other Latin countries?
United States and some Europe, I would say.
Europe? I would say Europe, yeah. Anywhere that would accept us, we would go, and mostly, predominantly was the United States, because like a lot of like, the American dream is sold to everybody outside of the United States. Like I want you all to know that like, as a Hispanic person growing up, the one thing I would hear is like, if you go to America, you can buy a house, have a good, make good money, and have a family. And it's like, you grow up in poverty, and you're like, hey, if I go here, I can make a name for myself and be better. So that's why a lot of people migrate to the United States. On top of that, asylum cases in the United States through the Civil War, most of the people that were escaping were granted asylum or had family already there that could host them.
Or TPS, other program.
Are there any local restaurants that feature real El Salvadoran coffee?
Coffee?
El Salvador coffee.
Yeah, I don't know with coffee, but about food.
We had seen some El Salvador beans at Fluid Coffee Bar here in Valparaiso. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We went in last weekend when my parents were up here visiting, and we didn't see them in there. They said they sold out pretty quick, so maybe you gotta call them and ask to order more. I don't know, because we were asking about it, they didn't seem like they had any more coming right now. So
Fluid.
Yeah,
Fluid
it's
Coffee
delicious.
Bar.
That coffee.
Ask for it and they grind it, they move to the spot kind of thing.
Have you seen it?
No, I have not. Most of the coffee I drink here, my family sends it from home. So, fun fact, I don't know, who's a coffee nerd here, by any chance? Like, who really loves coffee? We see each other. So, I want you all to know that, like, I get very, very nerdy with coffee. I dated a girl when I was in high school that her family's like, oh, we have a coffee plantation. I'm like, a what? And then I went, and I had to go on horseback to see the whole thing. Wow. And I learned a lot about coffee. 2 things you gotta know if you're gonna buy Salvadoran coffee: altitude, and make sure it's grown in the volcanoes. Yeah. Volcanoes naturally have one of the most fertile soils that you will find around the world. That's why Brazil, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras grow coffee in the mountains. Also because it's the best place to grow coffee. I don't know the logic behind it. I just know that's where you find naturally the plants that were imported into El Salvador. So anybody knows where coffee originally originates from? From the Middle East.
Ethiopia.
Yeah, exactly. So Arabica is our main export. We also have a subfamily from Arabica that's called geisha, and the geisha bean is a smaller bean that has to be sifted through hand to be found out, and it's especially roasted. There's different types of roasts that you can find around home, like chocolate, like whiskey barrel roast, just as you would see here at the Starbucks in Chicago. You just really gotta look for it, and those bags that are considered specialty coffees would run you about $20 a pound, or 1.5 pounds. Over here, you're probably gonna find it for $40, and I'll probably get a heart attack if I pay $40 for a bag of coffee.
So we're all invited over to your house to
Oh, I am in a dormitory, but no, we,
come over to our house.
I'll bring enough bags.
So you mentioned about the volcanic soils, and ironically, the only place I think the United States grows is in Hawaii, probably because of the volcanoes. And then, I don't know about Salvador, but the press in downtown Valpo roasts Costa Rican, specifically, beans. So they might have some. And we used to sell, when we had our fair trade store, Guatemalan coffee in particular.
What is that cafe off of Silheavy that you go with very good coffee?
Yeah, so Dagger Mountain is, I think if there was a place, and I'm not a coffee nerd as you mentioned, but I think if you're a coffee nerd, Dagger Mountain is the place to go. Like, for example, they will not serve milk or sugar or something. It's just the coffee.
They will if you really make them.
If you shame them, they will.
They'll serve American.
Yeah, $10 for the cup, will you? You'll have a heart attack.
Fortunately, Sebastian, remember he said he imports his own coffee because his family sends it. So you did bring bags tonight for us.
You give me an hour to go pick them up. I can bring some.
Okay. All right.
Do you drink your coffee black?
Yes, I do. I love milk and sugar in coffee. Who doesn't? Let's be honest.
I don't.
I don't even like coffee.
But normally I'll have it black. And we really have a big pastry and coffee culture. So like, you know, it's the morning. It's just like how British people drink tea all the time. We drink coffee all the
3
time.
p.m.
Yeah. After breakfast, let me get some coffee and like this very sugary bread that will probably bite me in the butt when I'm 60. But you know, it's fine. I'll just do this every day.
Hi, I just wanted to thank Aunt Rosa and all three of you. I'm myself foreign as well, and kudos to her because she's been here, if I did my math right, 7 years? From 2019?
Oh, no, I was living in Honduras for 4 years and I came here in 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
So she's been speaking this language 4 years. And how many of us took high school Spanish or French and we're like only know how to say hola, where's the bus and where's the washroom and all that, right? So kudos to you, congratulations.
Thank you.
I know how hard it is.
Yes.
And amen for her. Please do it's amazing what she's accomplished in such a short period of time. So congratulations and thank you for being here to share. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
I have a million questions, but later.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna be eating and drinking very soon. Could you explain what you've brought?
I bring some pastelitos. It's like how can I explain the pastelitos? It's like
a meat empanada.
It's an empanada. Okay.
What?
Yeah, explain empanadas.
And we have the empanada. It's like a plantain dough with condensed milk inside, fried with some sugar. And it's delicious.
The word empanada means breaded, inside bread.
So it's like mashed plantain with flour, and then we coat, after we fry the flour, we make a milk mixture, we encase it on the empanada dough, and then we deep fry it, and then we coat it in brown sugar. Yeah.
And then what about the drinks? They're not Salvadoran, but widely served in Central America.
Yeah. No, it's from Mexico. Unfortunately, I could not find any cola champagne. I was trying to find, and I could not find anything,
It's like our version of Fanta.
Yeah, so.
It's like sugar with a little water in it.
Yeah.
Are there any Salvadorian food restaurants? I think you were going to.
Like in Chicago, or is there one that you've been to?
No, I have been in one in Brook, Indiana. It's like 1 hour away. Yes.
In Brook, Indiana, there's a little restaurant and grocery store called La Bendición.
Wow.
It is delicious.
Yeah, we drove 1 hour 30 to
Yeah.
go.
Very authentic pupusas.
Wow. Yeah, and the food is from that place, so I think you want to enjoy it because it's so delicious. Like Salvadorian women really put a lot of effort in the food that they make, and they find the taste.
What you brought is from Brook?
Yes, what we brought is from La Bendición in Brook.
Question, what we're gonna serve? Someone will help you. There's one with the banana and one with chicken. You stated?
Yeah, that will be. Yeah, the banana is with milk, and I think it's.
So when we serving, so that they know, are we gonna put the cabbage,
Yeah,
coleslaw over the one with the chicken only?
Yeah, just with the chicken.
The other one consider a dessert.
Yeah, it's just a dessert.
I just don't wanna mess it up.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so we're going to be wrapping up here. Remember, we're going to put some tables out, some chairs. You can line up and get some delicious food from Brook, Indiana. And one of the delights of the Valparaiso International Center of the VIC is just this, that someone can meet someone from their home country, and
the same experience.
Lonely, prior to that, without someone, and then he's here alone. So I mean, it's really awesome that you two hopefully have connected and kind of bring a little home together with you here. So I'm really happy about that. So again, wanted to just one last time acknowledge Hugh McGuigan. He's just such a fantastic community member, a great person, and a great friend. So thank you very much for everything you've done, and please keep coming. You don't have to go to the meetings anymore, but planning sessions and all that. But please keep coming to stuff like this. But anyway, remember, we will see you in July. Stick around, socialize, eat, and say hello to all these three up here, and they'll be signing autographs, I believe.
Yeah.
We're 5 minutes past fireworks, so I think our permit, is expired, so sorry about that. So, not inside. So thank you very much for coming, everybody. Take